yisd is a week away from its second attempt to pass a $400 million bond. It would pay for 30 projects like campus security and upgrade athletic facilities. The money would pay for new lighting for all high school baseball and softball fields. ABC 7's Ashlie Rodriguez is live to explain why the district finds this project so important. It's in perspective you'll see only on ABC 7. Ashlie.
Estella, May's bond election failed partly because of the size, $450 million. This time around, a bond committee sliced off some of the projects, just barely lowering the price tag, but they kept on lighting for the baseball field. So what we wanted to know was, why did yisd include this project when most county schools don't have lights on their field? A breezy autumn afternoon in the Lower Valley's Yucca Park attracts up-and-coming NFL players, softball players, and their parents. But laying claim to their turf is not as tranquil as it appears, especially as the sun sets.
The struggle for us is finding the parks that actually have light, and that's not even including just the general public that just wants to go out there and participate and just play and enjoy a nice day like tonight.
Superintendent Dr. Xavier De La Torre says members of the yisd Bond Committee believe lighting on high school fields to be a worthy project, costing just under $5 million. But none of El Paso's school districts have the luxury, with the exception of just one Socorro ISD school.
Almost every tournament area outside of El Paso has lights, and I'm talking as close as Van Horn, Pecos, Alpine, Lubbock, Odessa, Midland, you name it, outside of El Paso, and they all have lights.
Melinda says baseball and softball players who have to travel to games are pulled out of their 6th, 7th, and 8th period classes for the trip. Their games start at 4, then end when the sun goes down, just before their parents are out of work.
The idea is that with lights on the field, the players could play a full 7 innings like the rest of Texas does, unlike the 4 innings they currently play now.
And with lighting, I think we can make our campuses more available to community organizations and use it as a way to draw our youth to something positive rather than look for things to do in the evening.
Some kids even do drugs out of boredom. They'll tell you you'll see a lot of people that were drug addicts because they were bored, you know. Guys that like to play baseball or whatever, they could go at nighttime, you know. It will help them keep them off the streets. They could be a safe zone for people.
But to get the lights, residents have to approve the bond, $430 million, a small decrease from the price 51% of voters said was too expensive in May.
Investing in stuff for our kids is worth the money.
Now keep in mind, if you aren't 65 years or older or qualify for the homeowner's exemption, passing this bond will raise the school district's tax rate by 12 cents. Estella.
Thank you very much. And early voting ends Friday. The election is Tuesday.